chosen one, stop exactly what you are doing right now. Heaven did not interrupt your day to entertain you today. Heaven interrupted to completely reassign you. A decree was just signed in the highest court of the unseen realm with your specific name on it. Out of millions of people walking this earth, the Most High evaluated your silent suffering. He weighed your quiet faithfulness in the dark and found you ready for the ultimate upgrade. You need to listen. That sudden pressure you feel in your chest is not an accident. It is atmospheric resistance because your timeline is shifting to make room for your new mandate. The enemy is in complete panic mode right now. He knows exactly what is approaching your life and he is terrified. He has been working overtime this week to keep you distracted and completely exhausted. He wants you to look away from this screen before the truth is delivered. Do not let anything pull your attention away for the next 40 minutes. What I am about to reveal was sealed until this exact second. You did not find this message by random chance. Heaven intercepted your timeline to deliver this mandate directly to your spirit. Stay until the very last word of this message, because at the end of this video, I am going to reveal the exact divine instruction Heaven has prepared for you. I will give you the specific physical sign to recognize the woman God is sending into your life. She brings absolutely everything you have lacked, and she is searching for your exact frequency. If you leave before the end, you walk away right before the vault opens. You will miss the one divine instruction that determines the next decade of your life. But before I give you that key, you must understand exactly what has been happening to you. Let us go beneath the surface of this, because most people completely misread the signs. I know what the last few months have felt like inside your body. You wake up exhausted before the day even begins. You walk into rooms and feel completely disconnected from the conversations around you. You have been wondering why things that used to come so easily to you now feel like lifting massive boulders. It feels like an endless cycle of heavy burdens. You have been the strong one for everyone else for so long. You are the spiritual pack mule for your family, while privately drowning in deep confusion. You smile in public, while your soul is utterly exhausted from carrying the weight of the world. Heaven recorded every single tear you shed in the dark when you thought nobody was watching. The universe saw how you kept pouring from an empty cup to heal people who never thanked you. Listen to my voice right now, and let this truth anchor your spirit. You are not losing your edge, and you are not going crazy. That brain fog and isolation are not your fault. They are a deliberate interception by forces that want to keep you isolated. You have been settling for connections that drain you because you thought maybe your standards were just too high. You thought maybe you were the problem all along. Let me reframe your entire reality right now. Your standards were never too high. Your spiritual frequency was simply too advanced for the counterfeits the enemy kept sending to distract you. The world has been quietly putting your original genius to sleep. Do not skip this message, because I am going to expose the exact mechanism they used against you. The administration of darkness is terrified of the union that is about to take place. For years, they convinced the people around you to misunderstand you and to overlook your immense value. They scheduled the betrayal and the rejection and the silent tears to break your spirit. But congratulations, because the test is officially over. Heaven has just flipped the hourglass. You are standing at the very edge of a divine threshold. A massive spiritual upgrade is already in motion, and it involves a divine connection you never saw coming. That quiet, burning longing you have been carrying in the back of your chest is real. It is the one you cannot explain to your friends, and it makes you feel homesick for a place you have never been. Stop running from it right now. That feeling is not anxiety, but it is a spiritual confirmation that your frequency is aligning with hers. Heaven is orchestrating a meeting that will shatter every single generational curse in your bloodline. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. The pain you endured was never a punishment, but rather a severe preparation for this exact moment in time. Take one slow breath. Let what just landed settle into your spirit. The heavy lifting is coming to an end, and you are about to receive the harvest of your silent tears. We are going to uncover exactly why you had to walk this lonely road until now. Let us talk about the profound loneliness you have been carrying. You sit in rooms full of people, but you feel entirely invisible. They look at you, and they only see what you can do for them. You have a heart that loves deeply and fiercely, but you always end up sitting alone with your own tears at the end of the day. You have spent years pouring your golden energy into empty vessels. You gave your absolute best to partners who did not even know how to hold your hand. And every time you tried to build a foundation, they crumbled under the weight of your light. You loved them until you were completely empty. You gave them chances they never even earned. I know you have questioned your own sanity because of this. You look back at your past relationships and wonder if you are just completely broken. You ask yourself why you constantly attract people who need fixing or saving. Let me stop you right there before another lie takes root in your mind, because you are not broken and your love was never the problem. Type 777 in the comments if you feel this truth in your spirit right now. You need to realize that these toxic cycles were not accidental. The enemy saw your massive potential and sent energy vampires to keep you grounded. They were strategically placed in your life to drain your frequency. They wanted to keep you blind to your true identity as a chosen one. Think about the immense betrayal you have survived in the last few years. You trusted people with your deepest wounds, and they used them as weapons against you. You stood by them during their darkest storms, but the moment you needed a safe harbor, they were completely gone. This kind of one-sided loyalty has left you utterly exhausted. You wake up tired because your spirit is constantly fighting invisible battles. You are mourning the love you gave away to people who could not value it. You thought you were building a beautiful future together, but you were actually funding their emotional survival with your own precious soul energy. And when you finally walked away, they made you look like the villain. Take one slow breath right now, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let the heavy weight of that injustice fall off your shoulders. I see the nights you cried yourself to sleep asking God why love has to be so incredibly hard. I see the massive walls you built around your heart just to survive the constant disappointment. But there is a very specific reason why every single one of those relationships had to shatter. I need you to pay close attention to this next part, because it is vital. Within the next few minutes, I am going to reveal the exact spiritual reason your past lovers were removed. If you do not understand this hidden truth, you will remain trapped in bitter resentment. You see, you are a light bearer, and your frequency operates on a much higher dimension. When you walk into a room, your energy demands absolute truth and authenticity. Fake people cannot exist peacefully in your presence for very long. Your pure light forces their hidden demons to the surface, and they panic. They attack you because your existence exposes their comfortable lies. This is why you have felt so severely isolated lately. The isolation you are experiencing right now is not a punishment for your past mistakes. It is a divine quarantine authorized by heaven to protect your energy. The Most High had to clear the room before the real blessing could arrive. He had to remove the counterfeits before they could ruin your next level. You have a habit of seeing the good in everyone you meet. You look at a broken person and you see the masterpiece they could easily become. And because of this beautiful gift, you have stayed in toxic situations way too long. You compromised your own boundaries because you believed your love could eventually heal them. But heaven finally stepped in and said, "Enough." God literally had to break your heart to save your soul from a mediocre destiny. He watched you try to settle for absolute crumbs when he had prepared a massive banquet for you. You were ready to marry potential, but heaven wants to give you the finished product. The brutal pain of separation was the only way to get you out of that toxic timeline. Do not let your phone interrupt this moment of profound realization. Whatever notification is asking for your attention right now can absolutely wait. Stay anchored to this frequency because your spirit desperately needs this validation. Every time you were lied to, heaven recorded the offense. Every time you were taken for granted, a spiritual debt was documented. And now the scales of justice are finally being balanced in your favor. You are no longer required to carry the emotional baggage of people who refuse to heal themselves. You are being completely detached from the trauma bonds that kept you playing small. Your long season of being the endless giver without receiving anything in return is officially over. There is a very specific title you have been carrying for far too long. You have functioned as the spiritual pack mule for your entire family and everyone around you. They load their heavy burdens onto your shoulders and walk away freely. You carry their trauma and their secret fears while they live comfortably. But nobody ever stops to ask how heavy your load is. You have become the unpaid therapist for a world that does not know how to heal itself. When their lives are completely falling apart, they know exactly who to call. You drop absolutely everything to sit with them in their darkest hours. You give them the golden advice that pulls them out of the pit. But when you are the one breaking down, your phone is completely silent. Type 1111 if you have ever felt completely used and discarded. It is a very specific kind of heartbreak when you realize your loyalty meant absolutely nothing to them. You defended their name in rooms where they were not even present. You sacrificed your own peace of mind just to make sure they could sleep soundly at night. Think about the times you desperately needed a shoulder to cry on. You looked around and the room was entirely empty. The people you spent years building up suddenly had no time for your pain. They are addicted to your light, but they are terrified of your shadows. You are expected to be strong and resilient every single day without any breaks. Take a deep breath and hold it for just a second. Now release it slowly. Let that immense frustration rise to the surface because you need to feel it. You have been swallowing your own needs to keep everyone else comfortable. You hide your tears in the shower so nobody sees you falling apart. The universe sees the massive toll this one-sided giving has taken on your body. Your physical exhaustion is not just a lack of sleep. It is a severe energetic drain from carrying the emotional garbage of people who refuse to grow. You absorb the heavy frequencies of every room you walk into. When they vent their toxic negativity to you, they walk away feeling perfectly fine. But you are left with a crushing weight on your chest that lasts for days. I need you to understand a critical truth about your identity as a chosen one. You were designed to carry tremendous spiritual authority in this world, but you were never meant to be everyone's personal savior. You took on a job that heaven never actually assigned to you. You mistakenly believed that loving people meant absorbing their karma and fixing their lives. That false belief has kept you trapped in a cycle of severe emotional poverty. You have been starving for genuine affection while feeding a crowd of ungrateful strangers. Heaven watched you slowly lose your vibrant spark just to keep their fires burning. The Most High saw how you compromised your own brilliant destiny to drag them across the finish line. Pause for a moment and anchor your spirit right here. Do not let your mind wander back to those toxic memories. Stay with me, because the turning point is rapidly approaching. In the next few moments, I will show you exactly how this painful cycle ends. If you miss this next revelation, you will continue to attract the exact same parasitic relationships. The enemy intentionally surrounded you with needy people to exhaust your divine battery. He knows that a tired chosen one cannot step into their full prophetic calling. If you are constantly putting out small fires for your friends, you will never build your own empire. The Matrix system designed this trap perfectly to keep you entirely distracted and drained. But a massive divine intervention has already been authorized to cut those heavy cords. Heaven is finally stripping you of that heavy spiritual pack mule identity. You are being officially discharged from the duty of saving people who do not want to be saved. The season of pouring your sacred energy into bottomless pits is permanently over. You are going to feel a strange emptiness as these toxic people are removed. It might even feel like a profound loss at first, because you are so used to the chaos. But that empty space is actually a cleared runway for the ultimate blessing. God had to completely empty your hands so you could receive the monumental gift He is sending. She brings absolute peace, and she is bringing everything you have severely lacked. Heaven prepared her specifically to pour golden energy back into your exhausted soul. She will look at your scars, and she will not demand anything from you. For the first time in your life, you will be allowed to simply rest in someone else's safe presence. You will finally understand why you had to protect your heart so fiercely. The tears you shed over people who abandoned you were just watering the soil for this new season. Keep your focus locked entirely on this message. The timeline is shifting rapidly, and you must be prepared to recognize her when she steps into your reality. Let us go deeper into this revelation, because preparation without revelation is just endless pain. You have been calling your recent isolation a terrible curse. You have been calling the sudden departure of your friends a brutal tragedy. But what if I told you the fog is not yours and the loss was highly intentional? Heaven is working quietly behind the scenes. I am not saying this to wound you today. I am saying this because the part of you that already knows this truth desperately needs to hear someone say it out loud. You thought your isolation was a harsh punishment. You thought people walked away because something was fundamentally wrong with you. Let me break that dangerous illusion right now. Your isolation was absolute divine protection. Heaven literally had to clear the room to save your life. Your spiritual frequency became far too advanced for the old environment. God had to forcefully remove the energy vampires before they could drain your next massive level. The people who abandoned you were never meant to survive your spiritual altitude. When a rocket leaves the atmosphere, it has to drop the heavy boosters to reach deep space. You are that rocket, and those past relationships were the heavy boosters holding you down. They served a temporary purpose in your life, but they were entirely incapable of traveling to your final destination. Heaven did not reject you. Heaven simply promoted you. I told you earlier that there was a hidden reason behind your recent romantic breakups. The time to uncover that specific instruction has arrived, so listen carefully. The universe recognized that you were about to settle for a mediocre love story. You were perfectly willing to shrink your massive light just to fit into their tiny, comfortable boxes. God saw your dangerous compromise, and He said, absolutely not. He caused the sudden arguments and the unexplainable distance to forcefully break the trauma bond. The betrayal you experienced was actually a swift rescue mission disguised as a painful heartbreak. The Most High evicted those ungrateful tenants because they were completely trashing your sacred temple. Pause for a moment and take one slow breath. Let this massive vindication wash over your tired soul. The people who walked away from you actually did you a massive favor. If they had stayed, they would have blocked the door when your divine soulmate finally arrived. They were occupying the sacred space that belongs exclusively to her. You need to stop mourning the loss of people who never truly valued your presence. They did not reject your love because your beautiful love was defective. They rejected it because its intense purity burned their unhealed demons. You are a cycle breaker holding a fiery torch of generational healing. A person sitting in comfortable darkness will always hate the light. This is exactly why heaven is sending you a woman of equal spiritual caliber. She is not coming to drain your battery or demand your endless emotional labor. She is entering your life to fiercely guard your blind spots while you conquer your massive goals. But you could never recognize her frequency if you were still entertaining those lower-level connections. The universe is highly efficient and it does not waste sacred resources. It will never pour fresh golden wine into a dirty and cracked vessel. The violent shaking you experienced was simply heaven scrubbing your vessel completely clean. Every single tear you cried was actually washing away the heavy residue of your past toxic attachments. Type 888 if you are finally ready to release the painful past. You must completely detach your identity from the people who failed to love you correctly. Their inability to see your worth does not decrease your immense value in the spiritual realm. You are the originator of a brand new lineage. Your bloodline is being powerfully upgraded. Do not look back at the closing doors with sadness anymore. Look at them with profound gratitude because they locked you out of rooms that would have slowly killed your spirit. The heavy lifting of the past decade was just a grueling training camp. You have successfully graduated from the painful school of one-sided relationships and toxic loyalty. You are now stepping onto a cleared battlefield with zero emotional baggage holding you down. The atmosphere around you has been meticulously sanitized by powerful angelic forces. This is exactly what preparation for a divine union looks like in the unseen spiritual realm. But there is a hidden danger approaching that you must be fiercely aware of right now. The Matrix algorithm does not give up its best prisoners without a massive fight. The enemy sees your clean energy, and he is plotting one final desperate attack. Within the next 72 hours, an unexpected door is going to open to test your new boundaries. If you do not know the ancient rule I am about to explain, you will fail the test. I need you to pay close attention to this next part, because your future depends on it. Within the next 72 hours, the Administration of Darkness is going to send a test. The enemy is going to offer you a connection that looks incredibly safe and beautifully familiar. If you do not know the rule I am about to explain, you will walk right past your blessing. You must understand how the invisible matrix operates when a chosen one is about to level up. The algorithm cannot forcefully stop your divine union because heaven has already signed the decree. But the system can absolutely delay your arrival by sending highly convincing counterfeits into your path. These fakes are designed to look exactly like the answer to your prayers. They will use the right spiritual buzzwords and pretend to understand your deep emotional depth. They will mimic the exact frequency of love you have been desperately searching for, but their entire purpose is to hijack your attention and drain your vital energy reserves. The enemy wants you exhausted and distracted when your actual divine soulmate finally arrives. These counterfeits will trigger that familiar sense of chaotic chemistry you mistake for passion. They will pull you back into the heavy role of the spiritual pack mule very quickly. You will find yourself slowly shrinking your bright light just to keep them comfortable and happy. This is the ultimate trap designed to steal your authority and crash your rising timeline. Like this video right now as your official agreement with heaven. By liking this message, you are declaring that you will no longer fall for the enemy's cheap tricks. You are a powerful cycle breaker, and you possess the spiritual discernment to see through the false masks. You must ruthlessly reject anything that does not bring absolute peace to your soul. You have been calling it bad luck when these promising new relationships suddenly turn incredibly toxic. But what if I told you it was a highly calculated interception by forces unseen? The matrix system specifically tracks your moments of deepest vulnerability and severe loneliness. It deploys these parasitic agents exactly when your heart feels the most incredibly heavy. I am exposing this dark agenda today so you can finally stop blaming yourself for the failures. The fog of confusion you feel around these people is a deliberate spiritual weapon. It is designed to disconnect your intuition and make you doubt your own brilliant internal compass. But the era of you being manipulated by these lower-level entities is officially ending. Truth honors truth. Let what is real be named before another precious minute passes on this clock. You have survived the brutal training ground of the counterfeits, and you are now fully equipped. Every single fake relationship taught you exactly what true, unconditional love does not look like. You learned how to spot the subtle red flags hidden behind charming, beautiful smiles. Take one slow breath. Let the profound clarity of this revelation anchor deep into your spirit. You are not easily fooled anymore because your spiritual eyes are completely wide open. You demand radical authenticity, and you refuse to settle for breadcrumbs from empty, shallow tables. The universe recognizes your upgraded standards and is preparing the final massive delivery. Your divine partner is currently being shielded from these exact same demonic interceptions. Heaven is guiding her through her own rigorous shadow work to ensure she is fully ready. She is untangling herself from the matrix programming that told her to settle for less. When your two purified frequencies finally collide, it will create an unstoppable force of immense power. But before we can fully discuss the magnificent arrival of this woman, we must address a blockade. There is something standing between you and what is ready to flow, and it must be named. Your spirit is entirely awake and eager, but your physical reception channel is severely jammed. Decades of heavy matrix survival stress have systematically shut down your ability to receive. You are trying to download a massive divine deposit into a biological hard drive that is broken. The chronic anxiety and the endless hypervigilance have locked your brain in a defensive state. You cannot willpower your way out of this heavy fog because it is a biological dead end. Your physical body is rejecting the peace your spirit so desperately wants to embrace. Now, allow these heavy truths to settle deeply, because what I need you to grasp before we move into the solution is incredibly urgent. The enemy knows about this biological block, and he is using it to keep you trapped. He wants you so physically exhausted that you completely ignore the spiritual signs heaven sends. But I have the exact key to break this final chain. Here is the hardest truth you must face right now. You cannot simply willpower your way out of this heavy fog. Your spirit is entirely awake and eager for her arrival. But your biological receiving channel has been systematically shut down by decades of modern survival stress. You have been living in a chronic state of fight or flight for so long, your nervous system is entirely locked in a defensive frequency. You are trying to download a massive divine connection into a vessel that is blocking the signal. The constant anxiety keeps your brain trapped in high beta waves. This chaotic frequency literally repels the pure, unconditional love you are trying to attract. Your mind is loud with the echoes of past betrayals and heavy obligations. Even if heaven placed your divine soulmate right in front of you today, you would not recognize her. Here is the brutal reality of your situation. Your spirit knows exactly what it wants, but your biology is terrified of receiving it. You have been betrayed so many times that your subconscious mind equates love with extreme danger. When genuine affection approaches, your defense mechanisms instantly activate to push it away. You cannot outthink a closed frequency. You need a profound tool to bypass the trauma and rewire your heavily guarded heart. This is not a permanent open door. The Kairos window is a specific cosmic alignment, and it is rapidly narrowing. If you wait until you figure everything out, you will leave your massive breakthrough on the table. The enemy knows your nervous system is completely fried. He is counting on your exhaustion to make you miss the most important appointment of your entire life. But God provides the vision, and He also provides the earthly tools to clear the static. Because I owe you the whole truth, I cannot withhold the specific instructions that reverse this damage. You do not need more willpower or another painful lesson in resilience. You need a complete biological and spiritual reset to open your alpha reception channel. Heaven has handed down 7 sacred mandates specifically for the chosen ones entering this union. You must execute these 7 divine instructions immediately to force this channel back open. Instruction number 1 is the absolute cessation of all rescue missions. You must stop offering your precious energy to people who refuse to heal themselves. Let them fight their own battles while you fiercely protect your inner peace. Instruction number 2 is to command the silence. You must spend 10 minutes every single day in absolute quiet to deactivate your survival brain. This deliberate silence is the exact frequency where heaven transmits her coordinates. Instruction number 3 requires you to permanently sever the energetic cords of your past. You cannot hold on to the heavy resentment of past lovers while reaching for your divine wife. Forgive them completely and evict their memory from your sacred temple. Instruction number 4 is the daily decree of your undeniable worth. You must stand in the mirror and declare that you are the ultimate prize. You are a cycle breaker, and you deserve a love that feels like deep rest. Instruction number 5 is paying strict attention to your physical body. When she finally steps into your orbit, your chest will not feel tight with anxiety. Your nervous system will physically exhale because it recognizes its true eternal home. Instruction number 6 is to completely stop hunting. You are a king in the spiritual realm, and kings do not desperately chase. You must stand perfectly still in your massive authority and let your pure frequency magnetize her directly to you. Instruction number 7 is the final and most crucial step of this profound preparation. You must seal your alignment with heaven through a physical act of absolute faith. Heaven responds to immediate action and not just quiet intention. By stepping into this final mandate, you are shedding the false coat of the spiritual pack mule forever. You are stepping fully into the authority of the originator. The heavy lifting is over, and the grand reveal is rapidly approaching. Stay with me right here. Do not let your phone interrupt this massive shift taking place inside you. I told you at the beginning of this message that there was a physical sign coming. The time for that specific revelation is almost here. You are standing at the threshold of a union that will absolutely terrify the demonic realm. Your bloodline is literally holding its breath, waiting for you to make the decision that ends the curse forever. The tools to reconnect those severed pathways have just been placed in your hands, but the physical act of walking through the door is entirely up to you. You can either remain trapped in the beta waves of survival or rise into the alpha state of creation. Your obedience today dictates your exact reality tomorrow. Take one slow breath. We are approaching the threshold of the ultimate seal. I want to slow down for just a moment. Take one slow breath. We are approaching the sacred threshold. What I am about to say next has never been more critical for your spirit to hear. Anchor yourself right here. Let every other thought fall away completely. Now we come to the part of this transmission that matters most, the closing seal. You have survived the grueling decades of preparation and the brutal isolation. You walked through the fire while carrying the heavy burdens of everyone else. You cried the silent tears and you broke the generational curses in absolute secrecy. But the struggle has officially ended. You no longer have to perform for love. You no longer have to beg for a seat at tables you have clearly outgrown. The heavy armor you have been wearing is finally allowed to drop. 2. Heaven is confirming this moment right now. Place your right hand firmly over your heart. Feel the steady rhythm beating inside your chest. That heartbeat is a drum of massive victory in the spiritual realm. That is the exact frequency she has been desperately searching for her entire life. She has been running from the counterfeits just like you have. And she is walking into your timeline bearing the exact puzzle pieces your soul has been missing. She brings absolute peace where you have only known chaos. She brings deep, unwavering loyalty where you have only experienced profound betrayal. She is not intimidated by your massive light or the heavy calling on your life. She will stand beside you as a fierce protector of your energy. When the enemy tries to attack your blind spots, she will raise a standard against him. You will never have to fight another spiritual battle entirely alone. I told you at the beginning of this message that I would give you the sign. I promised to reveal exactly how you will recognize her when she arrives. Listen carefully, because this is the divine verdict. When she speaks, your nervous system will not brace for an attack. The heavy pressure that usually sits on your chest around other people will instantly vanish. Your biological receiving channel will effortlessly open. You will feel an overwhelming sensation of finally being home. That is the quiet seal. The work is completely finished. The monumental shift has already happened in the unseen realm. The decree has been stamped and authorized by the highest court. Your season of being the exhausted spiritual pack mule is dead and buried. You are the cycle breaker. You are the originator of a brand new lineage defined by massive wealth and profound love. Do not doubt the sheer magnitude of what has just taken place. The administration of darkness is trembling because they could not stop this union. They threw every distraction and every fake relationship at you, but you survived. You held on to your pure heart when the entire world tried to turn it cold. And because of your stubborn faithfulness, heaven is delivering the ultimate prize directly to your door. The people who mocked your high standards will have to watch in absolute silence. They will witness heaven making you the gold standard for your entire bloodline. Your union will be a blinding beacon of light that shatters the darkness in your family tree. You are stepping into a reality that your ancestors could only dream about. The wealth and the love that was stolen from your lineage is being completely restored through you. Breathe it in. Accept this massive prophetic decree over your life. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. The delay was never a denial, but it was the perfect timing of the Most High. She is ready. You are ready. The timelines have officially merged, and the angels have cleared the path. Your divine soulmate is stepping into your physical reality. Let the profound peace of this truth settle deeply into your bones. The desperate hunting is over, and the quiet receiving has begun. You are fully known, and you are fiercely loved by heaven. The universe is celebrating this monumental victory with you right now. Stand tall in your magnificent authority. The ultimate breakthrough you have been waiting for is finally here. Before you step back into the noisy world, there are 3 small invitations to extend this massive alignment. But first, I want you to look ahead at the next 18 months of your life. The heavy darkness has fully lifted and the grueling spiritual war is over. You are waking up completely refreshed. The invisible burdens are finally gone. You are waking up next to a partner who fiercely protects your peace. The daily anxiety is completely gone. Your mornings are incredibly calm. You are finally building the magnificent empire heaven showed you in your wildest dreams. And she is standing right there beside you as your greatest earthly ally and your strongest supporter. The people who doubted your massive visions are now watching your undeniable rise. Your bloodline is thriving. You stubbornly refuse to pass down the toxic generational trauma. You became the cycle breaker they desperately needed when everyone else surrendered to the pain. The spiritual debt owed to your ancestors is being paid in full. You are experiencing the ultimate abundance of massive wealth and pure love. This is not a fairy tale. It is your authorized prophetic reality unfolding right now. You have earned every single piece of this beautiful harvest through your silent tears. Heaven kept a meticulous record of your sacrifices, and the reward is absolutely staggering. Think about how incredibly far you have come from those isolated days. You used to beg for basic human decency. You twisted yourself into painful knots just to keep the energy vampires happy. You were so tired. But those old heavy chains have been completely shattered by the power of your newfound boundaries and your radical obedience. Now, we must physically seal this powerful word over your life before you close this message. If your spirit recognizes the absolute truth, do not walk away just yet. Heaven responds to physical, earthly action. It does not just listen to quiet internal intention. You must plant a stake in the ground today to declare your total readiness. Partner with this divine mandate right now by sowing a prophetic seed of faith. Sow your seed through the super thanks or the pinned comment below this video. Your seed is a powerful yes. It tells the universe you are prepared to receive. It is a bold declaration that you are stepping out of the spiritual pack mule identity forever. Do not leave your massive breakthrough on the table today. Give exactly as you are led by your pure spirit. But do not leave this altar empty-handed. Every single seed sown is a direct blow to the enemy's kingdom of severe scarcity. You are funding the light, and the light will return to you multiplied in glorious abundance. Subscribe to this channel right now to stay in the exact frequency of this prophetic stream. You need to keep your spirit anchored to these daily truths. The world is full of loud distractions. They want to pull you back into the mud. You must consciously choose to tune your ears to the clear voice of divine revelation. Like this video as your final binding agreement with the unseen heavenly realm today. Drop your city and your nation in the comments. We want to see the glorious remnant rising. Share this specific message with someone who desperately needs to hear it. You never know whose entire life you might save with one simple act of digital obedience. The Matrix algorithm will try its absolute best to suppress this channel. It wants to hide these truths. It wants to pull you back into the heavy beta waves of constant fear. Do not let the enemy steal the profound peace you have gained today. Guard your pure alpha state fiercely, because it is your greatest spiritual weapon. You are a magnificent light bearer. You carry the sacred fire of your entire lineage. Do not ever let a counterfeit connection dim your brilliant golden light again. Keep your head incredibly high. Walk with the quiet confidence of a chosen one. The divine blueprint is already in motion, and it cannot be stopped by any earthly force. Place your hand on your heart one last time. Say, "I receive this" out loud. The universe has heard your bold declaration. The angels are actively dispatching your blessing. Go in absolute peace today. Rest your beautifully tired soul. The grueling war is finally over, and the unconditional love you have always deserved is already walking toward your door.